Hey guys, it's Lady Catherine here, and I'm doing this video on my dad's porch because it's a little bit breezy outside and it kept moving my camera in the first like 5 takes of this video. So before we dive into the title of this video, which is our topic, 9 questions to ask yourself when starting to study witchcraft magic, I have to real quickly apologize about an issue that occurred last night. I posted in my Instagram that, and I believe on my Facebook page, that I was uploading 2 videos last night. Well, I found out in the process of the first one uploading that the second one was a duplicate of the first video. I am notorious for, I guess you could say, doing a video multiple times and then picking what I feel is the best video file and editing and then uploading the best one. So I accidentally messed up and I pulled over the wrong video clip. Alright, so the video Witching on a Budget will come after this video. Okay, I'm gonna get it uploaded and fixed, I promise. So anyway, moving on from that, again, I'm very terribly sorry, but moving on from that, we're going to go through a list of 9 questions here. I know you can't read it, I can barely see it without my glasses, so I'll be putting them on here soon. 9 questions to ask yourself in regards to why you want to be a witch, things like that. I have found some of these online, some of these I was reading through articles and the questions popped into my head. So, let's get started. Number 1, why do I want to become a witch? Number 2, let's talk a little bit about number 1 right quick. So, why do I want to become a witch? Identifying the reasons why you want to practice witchcraft, or any magical path for that matter, is very helpful because it kind of gives you a focus as to why you're thinking or why you're looking into a particular topic. Okay, so it kind of gives you, why do I want to be a witch? Well, I want to have more freedom to be myself. You know, an answer like that means you're looking to break free. Maybe you're looking to break free from a cookie cutter religion and try to find something that's more suited to you, something that can grow, evolve, and change along with you as an individual. Alright? Number 2, what do I hope to achieve? We all hope to achieve something in witchcraft. Alright? When I started, my hope to achieve was, my goal to what I wanted to achieve was to have more control over my life and, you know, be able to manifest the things that I wanted or the things that I needed to happen or occur. Alright, everybody's going to have they're going to want to achieve different goals, and that is okay. But you need to identify what you want to achieve by practicing any kind of magical path. Number 3, what are some magical paths of interest to me? There are multiple paths of interest that one may be interested in. There's Druidism, hopefully I'm saying some of these right, Shamanism, Wicca, Witchcraft by itself, Voodoo, Hoodoo, or also known as Conjure, Kitchen Witchcraft, Green Witchcraft, Hedge Witchcraft. There's a whole bunch of paths out there. And I think the best way to answer this would be to go through and read a generalized description of various paths and identify the ones that interest you. This will actually give you a starting point as to what paths to study, to figuring out where specifically, like, what you align with. 4, what particular aspects of witchcraft and magic interest me? There are many, many different aspects of witchcraft, such as things like divination, spellcasting, healing, just to name a few of them. And it's good to identify those aspects that interest you, so then that way when you move beyond the basics, you can study those particular interests. Not to mention, this is also good for identifying more about yourself and how you're thinking in regards to becoming a witch. if that makes any kind of sense. Number 5, do I want to join a group or coven later on, or am I more suited for solitary practice? This is a very good question, because you need to know, is it going to be a part of my path to join a coven, a grove maybe, or am I more suited to practicing on my own, to being able to do what I want without having another authority figure saying yay or nay? Alright. Which leads me into the next one. How do I feel about nature? What are my attitudes and emotions in regards to nature? So, witches, we work very closely with nature through various aspects, such as the elements. We work with nature if we garden and grow our own herbs, our own vegetables, things like that. We also work with nature through the cycles of the sun and the cycles of the moon, and the wheel of the year, which is all based off of the cycles of nature. Alright? So you need to identify how you feel and what are your what are your attitudes in regards to nature and the emotions that are associated when you think about nature. Because if let's say they're not the best attitudes and emotions, then maybe we need to retrain our brain before we even start studying witchcraft and start practicing, alright? Number 7, how do I feel about studying? Witches study, alright? If you don't have the best attitude in regards to studying, then or the best studying habits, this is going to be good for you when you do study, to develop better studying habits. And if you don't have the best attitude, change that attitude around, okay? Now, we study a lot. We study the basics of witchcraft all the way to tarot, oracle cards, runes, herbs, different healing methods such as Reiki, crystal healing, herbalism in general, like medicinal herbs, not magical herbs. So, you're going to be doing a lot of studying on the path of a witch. It's just kind of a given, alright? So definitely change those attitudes around in regards to studying. Make yourself do it. It's going to take a little bit. I think it takes, don't quote me on this, but I think it takes about 6 weeks to change a habit or an attitude. So definitely start working on that. And you could start slow by setting yourself a study routine. Let's say for the first week I'm gonna study at least 1 time a week, and then stick to that. Then the next week bump it up to 2 times a week, and so on and so forth, and train yourself till you can get up to the studying where you feel is comfortable, and then from there deal with that for 6 weeks until you change that habit and attitude, alright? There's going to be a point in your path, though, where studying is something that you can be a little more loosey-goosey with, but at the beginning, I feel you need to be a little more restrictive. More strict in regards to studying, alright? We have 2 more here, but I'm going to take a drink from one of my Starbucks mugs. I love this mug. I just love I love the logo. I love that it's a goddess. I'm not for sure which one specifically, but I love it. In fact, I not only have that cup, but I have a travel mug and a coffee mug too that's all Starbucks because I love it so much. Plus, I also like their coffee. Alright, moving on. Number 8. Do I have the amount of time required to devote to becoming a witch? Like I said, you're going to be studying a lot. Do you have that kind of extra time right now? Is this the right time to really sit down and try to become a witch? Do you have the extra, with me, I started with anytime I had free time. And then after I had free time, when I had free time, that's when I studied and I did things to devote myself to the path of a witch. Now, it's easier for me to wait till my kid goes to sleep and then do studying or working on writing that spell or writing that ritual. So really, most importantly, do you have the time to devote to doing the things that a witch would do? And the final one, and this one is more look at yourself and see what you have to bring to the table kind of question. What gifts and talents do I already have that will aid me in this endeavor? This is a big undertaking. Being a witch, becoming a witch is a big undertaking. Look at yourself and see what talents you have. Everybody has intuition, for one. It may just be learning how to access the knowledge of our intuition in order to aid us, because you're going to read books and they're going to feel weird. They're going to, it's just something's not right about the book. It's not jiving with you. That's your intuition trying to tell you this book is not jiving with your energy, so you need to put it away and go find another book, kind of thing. Or at least that's how I've always interpreted it. If you have been reading tarot cards prior to finding witchcraft, or prior to wanting to practice witchcraft in general, I'm using witchcraft as a catch-all for this, but then, that's a skill that can aid you, because you can ask questions in regards to your studying, your path, things like that, from the cards, Just look at the gifts and the talents that you already have inside you, and see how they can help you on the road to studying and becoming a witch. So with that being said, those are my 9 questions that I would love everybody to ask themselves, especially those who are new and watching these videos, seeking information. Ask yourself these questions. I will put them in the description bar down below, as sometimes it's not easy to pause and play a video. So with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. And until next time, guys, namaste.